we're gonna see if this works. So I've got pH strips. So you're just gonna tear one out, right? I'm gonna do that right now. Just one. Ooh, they're really quite, are they thick? Oh, okay. They are quite thick. Okay, so pH strip, laying that right here. And these are humidity strips, and they need to stay tightly closed at all times because they'll soak up humidity in the room. But I'm gonna pour one out. Oh, just one. They're quite thin, so please try to just get one. Now this is the one I'm not sure is going to work. These are oxygen absorbers. It looks like it only came with one oxygen indicator, so I'm not sure we're gonna have enough of those for everybody, but it's important that we are ready. Ooh, see, it already released some gas when I did that. Oh my gosh, and it stinks. Woo! So I'm not sure we're gonna be able to do the gas exchange, but I'm gonna open this up. There's really only one oxygen indicator. There really is. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna throw that in. And we're gonna throw our 2 strips in. Shoot, I should have done that at the same time. Oh! And we'll see what happens. Okay, so I let it incubate for 5 minutes. This is what I've learned. Number 1, the oxygen indicators aren't gonna work. Oh, this is gonna smell so bad. So, but we're done. So the oxygen indicator doesn't seem to change and we don't have enough of them, but you can, it's a little bit more purple. Whew, okay. The humidity strip though is really telling. So I left one on the counter in the room to see what the relative humidity was in the room. Okay, and it goes light pink and then white, and I'll send you a little key because it doesn't come with one. But this is the original, and this is, so it's very, very humid in this jar, right? And then the other thing is the pH strip. Now this didn't work because it didn't land on any water in my particular jar, but it doesn't mean I can't still do it. So I'm actually gonna stick it on the edge of the jar, and I'm gonna tip the jar so that water from the bottom gets onto my test strip. I have to watch here. Do we have any water in this jar? Oh my gosh, we almost don't have any water in this jar. There we go. So I just tipped it until I got water onto that test strip. So you can see the water that got right there. Okay, so I just kind of tipped it over, and then I'm gonna let it, I'm gonna pull it out and see what it says. Ooh. Okay, so here's our test strip, pH strip. Here's our key. So you can see it's really close to neutral. In fact, I think it's pretty close between 7 and 8, right? So there's 7 and 8. There's 7, there's 8, right? So it's pretty neutral. Up really fast. The oxygen strip or indicator did actually work really well. This has only been sitting on the counter for a few minutes and it's turned to totally blue, which means there wasn't a ton of oxygen in that air. Because it stayed pretty pink in there. So it is working. I'm going to see if I can find oxygen indicators cheaper somewhere that I can get to us by next week, but right now I only have like 11 of them. So I just don't have very many. So I'm going to see what I can do. If not, though, we're just not going to be able to do this. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of cool. It was actually working. There was not a whole lot of oxygen in that jar. So